Gogglebox: Sandi Bogle's nephew's murder unsolved as suspects not found. Inquest: Here's Sandi Bogle's nephew, Bjorn Brown, was fatally stabbed in 2017 in Croydon. He was taken to hospital and died 5 days later at the age of 23. Video loading. Video unavailable. Click to play. Tap to play. The video will autoplay soon. 8 Cancel playing out shows moments before and after the death of Bjorn Brown in 2017 by Adela Whittingham. Court reporter 12:21, 10th of November 2021. Updated 12:48. November 10, 2021. The murder of Gogglebox star Sandi Bogle's nephew is still unsolved, a coroner heard. Bjorn Brown, 23, was fatally stabbed in the shoulder during an alleged robbery in March 2017. CCTV captured the mechanic having a 20-second conversation with 2 men at the junction of Kelling Gardens and Bencham Lane in Croydon on March 29. The 3 are then seen walking into Kelling Gardens, which is not covered by the CCTV, and 90 seconds later the 2 men are seen to run away from the scene. A shiny object can be seen being put in a bag by one of the suspects, the court heard. The inquest heard officers scoured 1,000 hours of CCTV footage covering a square mile to identify the suspects, but they have never been found. South London Coroner's Court heard a passerby initially thought the men were fighting but saw one of the suspects move his hand in a stabbing motion towards Bjorn's arm and saw a pool of blood. Bjorn, from Norwood, South London, was able to cycle away but collapsed after a few meters, telling a man who stopped to help him, "They tried to rob me." An ambulance was flagged down and Bjorn told a paramedic he had been stabbed with a kitchen knife, the court heard. He was taken to hospital but died 5 days later. A post-mortem found he had injuries to the axillary artery in his left arm, causing severe blood loss and a cardiac arrest leading to multiple organ failure and a brain injury. However, a pathologist was unable to identify what weapon had been used, whether there were several stab wounds or one, and how deep the wound was. Paying tribute to Bjorn, his cousin Ramika said, he loved bikes but motorbikes were his favorite. He was into boy stuff but he loved animals, especially cats, and he loved music. "We have Jamaican heritage and he had moments where he thought he was in Jamaica and would do funny dances to make us laugh. He was a mechanic and he would fix anything, cars and bikes. His loss hurts, it's not going to go away. As a family we can only cover the scar but I don't think it would be healed until Terry's justice. None of us will ever be able to move on knowing someone has been taken from us, someone who is such a major part of our lives." Bjorn went to school with crime star Stormzy, who paid tribute to his childhood friend on Twitter at the time. Stormzy wrote, "Woke up to hear a childhood friend of mine ain't with us anymore R.I.P. Bugs," and added praying hands, a rose and a heart emoji. Bjorn's aunt Sandi, who appeared on Gogglebox for 3 years with pal Sandra Martin, gave an impassioned plea for the killer to come forward at a press conference 2 years ago. She said, "I want the person who did this to realize that you can't go on thinking you can kill somebody and there won't be a consequence for it," she said. "You have taken someone's life. You have not just destroyed our life, you have also destroyed the people around us, our friends and family." Giving a conclusion of unlawful killing, Assistant Coroner Edmund Gritt said, "We have heard evidence that from examination of the CCTV available from the interaction, it did not appear that Bjorn knew these 2 men or they knew him. There was some conversation of about 20 seconds before the 3 of them had gone into Kelling Gardens. They did not go very far into it. What happened there was not captured on CCTV. It's not clear what was happening in Kelling Gardens. He told a paramedic he had been stabbed with a kitchen knife. That seems to be the shiny implement one of the men was putting away in his bag. There's no evidence on which I can conclude that those men were acting in self-defense. It follows that means the actions were unlawful. I find on the balance of probabilities this was an unlawful act on his part that caused his death. A post-mortem found he had injuries to the axillary artery in his left arm, causing severe blood loss and a cardiac arrest leading to multiple organ failure and a brain injury. However, a pathologist was unable to identify what weapon had been used, whether there were several stab wounds or one, and how deep the wound was. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebs@trinitymirror.com or call us direct 0207 29 33 033. Follow Mirror Facebook, Twitter,